Hello everybody, it is me, Alyssa, and I just wanted to talk to you today to do a little bit of an update. First of all, let me update you on how this thing is set up. So the desk is in the corner in the living room, so that's what you're seeing behind is the living room. And I hate it every time I have to like do a new setup for how the desk is arranged. It's like, I normally have the microphone on this side, but I can't do that, and so, you know, you might hear my mouse click in videos, and I don't like that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. None of that matters. So, I just want to go over a couple of things that I have written down here. So, I'm just going to give you a summary before I get into the meat of everything. So, adjusting to the new channel name, my Unlisted Cagic series and my struggle with that, Minecraft, but how, new story and drawing from reality, Little Inferno and other series, discussion on a secret video that I'm working on that I will give details at the end of the video for, so stay tuned for that. So, let's just start with some basic stuff here. So, adjusting to the new channel name. A lot of you were, it was a bit of a mixed bag. So half of you were really on board with me changing my channel name from SimAlley to the Sheepy Queen. And the reason that I did that is, what was that? And the reason that I did that was I felt like I needed to change. I wasn't happy with my channel name. I wasn't happy with who I was being SimAlley. And because I'm now the Sheepy Queen, and now I'm going by my actual name, Alyssa, it's very different now. It's like I feel like I can be more myself, and yeah, I'm still gonna be a little bit showy and funny and whatever, but mostly myself. And even when I tried to do that initially, and that'll bleed into my second point here with the whole Cagic thing, is I wasn't happy, and I wasn't happy with how I was presenting myself, the content I was making on my channel. I wasn't happy with that, and there's just a lot of stuff that I feel like I wasn't being genuine about. It's like I'm always caught in this trap, and that's gonna bring me to my second point. You may notice that the newest Cagic series that I did, the whole sheep and gems, crystal, whatever, I don't even remember what I called it. It was a fun idea at first, kind of reinventing the idea of this character, the Sheepy Queen, and, you know, giving her a little bit of a Cockney accent. That's always fun. But I felt like I don't think I can keep that up forever. And I felt like that was still detaching from myself. And yes, I like the idea of having a cute little character, whatever, but I felt like that wasn't representing me properly, and I felt it was just cringy and uncomfortable. And even though the videos themselves got quite a few views, I still don't feel like I'm being genuine. So, don't get me wrong, I love making up stories. I just wasn't enjoying it as much as I had hoped. So those videos are now unlisted. You can probably still access them if you have links to them. A lot of my current videos actually still link the unlisted videos anyway, so that doesn't matter. And that brings me to the second point of my second point. Two parts of a second point. Cagic is something that made my channel initially, and people still approach me on Discord and everything, and they're like, oh, I love you, I love your Cagic stuff, and da-da-da-da, and I'm like, well, that's great, and I'm really happy that you're enjoying my Cagic stuff, but for me, I feel like I've already been trying to get away from Cagic, and there's nothing wrong with Cagic. Cagic is a lovely mod, but it's for an old version of Minecraft. It's for 1.12.2, and I felt like I want to experience Minecraft in the new way, which is what I tried to do when I did my first Hardcore series. I might do another one, or I might just do a regular Minecraft series. You know, I've seen lots of YouTubers, you know, past couple of months, they did just regular vanilla Minecraft, and maybe I won't do vanilla because I do love mods. I love mods a lot. But I feel like I want to do something that's more my style. And a lot of this video is going to be me just talking, you know, it is just me talking to you. I saw the poll that I put up, like 12 of you were like, yeah, do vlog style videos. So this is kind of what this is, but it's more of an update and just sort of a discussion on many different things. So this video might go on for a little while. So I do want to do a normal Minecraft series. Possibly with a few extra mods, but I don't know. The thing is, I get these ideas, and I always fall into this trap of, and I was trying to bring this up before, I always fall into this trap of, I want to make content that I enjoy making, but I also want the people watching the content to not only watch it, but to enjoy it as well. And I've seen it a couple of times with other series I've tried to do, like with Subnautica. People were like, well, where's Kajic? And that, to me, really bothers me, because, you know, you'd put all this effort into something, and it's not just me. I don't want to be a whiner. It happens to tons of YouTubers. They're like, oh, when's the next episode of this coming? But it's on a video that has nothing to do with that kind of content. And I feel like that's a very bad practice that people do on YouTube. They'll be like, oh, well, when's the next episode of this? Because, you know, I want to see more of this. And it's like, okay, but I didn't make a video about this. I made it about something completely different, so why are you bringing up this? And people do it all over the YouTube community, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. Anyway, but speaking of new stuff, there is some new stuff that I'm working on, so I'm writing a story, actually. I finished the first chapter, I narrated the first chapter, I just need to add some music and effects and edit the video together, but I thought I would write my own story. Now, it's kind of, I wouldn't call it an official creepypasta, because it's kind of a slow burner, and there are some creepy things hinted throughout it, but I want it to be more than just that. I want it to be like substance, and when I was writing this story, I put a lot of myself into it. Like, it's not a self-insert or anything, but I feel like the character in the story is inspired by an alternate version of what I was and what I could have been, if that makes sense. But it's not officially me in the story, but the character has a lot of the traits that I used to have before I, you know, gained a bit more self-confidence, and even a lot of the traits that I still have now. So this story that I'm writing is extremely personal, but I really feel like I can do a lot with it. You know, the first chapter, it's pretty simple. I feel like I did a good job, and it's probably going to be like maybe a 20-minute video when it releases, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. And what is that noise outside? I think someone has a snowblower or something. Anyway, there's tons of series that I want to do, and tons of things that I want to do with this channel, but there's a couple things. Like, I have a job, so I can't be uploading constantly, which, you know, it's frustrating, but even if I did not have a job, I still couldn't upload things constantly, because the computer I have is shared, so I can't be on here every single day, because that's not fair to the other people who use this computer. But I'm still going to make great content when I have the time. And I feel like I haven't been consistent with the content I'm making, which is why it was kind of a personal thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to start a series, I'm going to finish a series, and I'm going to just enjoy that series no matter how many views it gets. And that's my little experiment that I'm doing right now with Little Inferno. I love Little Inferno. Little Inferno is a great game. A little dark, but it's really fun, and I really enjoy Little Inferno. And I want to do more of it. And I want to just go until I completely beat the game and just keep doing Little Inferno videos. And they're longer videos, and I enjoy doing that style of video, longer videos. I feel like shorter videos, you don't get to experience as much. Whereas, like, if it's a long video, it's like, you know it's going to be long. So you get your snacks, and you get a comfortable position, and you make the time out when you have time, where you just see a portion of it here and a portion of it there until finally you're finished. I love binging videos, which is why I wanted to make videos that were bingeable. Whereas with the Kajic series that I tried to do, and then I unlisted it, it was very short videos, but then I would spend hours editing it, and I'm thinking, why am I doing that? Why am I editing really short videos when I could be making really long videos that I actually genuinely enjoy? And I'm going to say some things that might be a little bit controversial here, but from not just my experience, but from the experience of other people that I have talked to, the Kajic community, not all of them, but a lot of them, are extremely toxic. And that's another reason why I wanted to kind of veer away from Cagic, because I felt like I don't need that toxicity in my life. And there are some good people in the Cagic community, don't get me wrong. There are some great people, but a lot of them are toxic. And right now, I'm at the point in my life where I don't want to deal with drama. Or drama, or however you say it. I don't want to deal with drama. I don't want to deal with, people messaging me at 3 a.m. saying that they're going to do something horrible to themselves. I don't want people to treat me like a counselor, because I'm not a counselor. I am just a normal-ish 25-year-old who has a part-time job, lives with her parents, and is hopefully going to go to college eventually. And I make YouTube videos, and that is my passion, my hobby, but it's not my job. So I don't know why people tend to get so obsessive with things like Cagic. Like, people have been given death threats from Cagic over the issue of, oh, I want this in the game, so if you don't do it, I'm gonna do something to you. It's like, really? And I've had people, and this is actually something I did want to bring up, I've had people track down where I live and message me about it. Now, fortunately, I blocked the person on every possible social media, but that was very scary for me because I've never had that happen before. They tracked down the country, the province, the town that I live in. And that is not okay. That was very spooky for me. Now, apparently, that's a very common and easy thing that people can do nowadays is, ooh, I know your IP address, so you live in this area. But I feel like it doesn't matter if it's easy. It matters that you don't do it. Okay? So don't do that. I wanted to talk about working at the grocery store during the Big C, because these are very hard times that we're living in. And it's very frustrating for me. Not because of the job, because the job itself, I feel like I'm getting really good at it. I'm zinging things through, and I'm really good with people. I never used to be good with people. I used to be like, oh, people, no. But I'm actually a lot better now. I feel like I can hold down a conversation. I can, be kind and friendly and polite and professional, and I feel great. And I feel like I've gained a lot of confidence since getting my job. But what's not okay is the way that people are treating the Big C that we're living in right now. Almost like a mini PSA. If you go out in public, please, if you go to the grocery store, just let the cashier do their job and wash down the whole thing before you put your stuff down. There's a video that I wanted to do. It's kind of a mini big project that I wanted to work on, where I tracked down, and this is the secret video I mentioned at the beginning that I wanted to tell you about, is my childhood nightmares video. So there have been some cartoons that I watched when I was a kid that gave me nightmares, and things that I half remember but don't really, and I want to track those down and see if I can find them again. I believe there was a plane cartoon about planes that was CGI. The Brave Little Toaster was one of them that gave me nightmares, and there were a few other things. But anyway, I'll get into that in the actual video. But it's gonna be tracking down my childhood nightmares video, so that'll be a fun thing that I plan to do. Anyway, I've been talking a lot, so I didn't actually think I'd be able to just talk off the cuff like this so much, but I have been able to. I mean, I had some, bullet points I was looking at over here, but I think overall it's kind of nice to be able to just sit down and just unload everything that I've been thinking and planning and doing, and it's kind of a relief. Because, I make videos and it's like, yay, they're fun, and sometimes they get watched and sometimes they don't, but that's when we're focusing on the game. But it's very rare that I get to just sit down like this and just focus on me and focus on you and focus on, real stuff. And a lot of this does have to do with the YouTube channel itself. I talked about videos, but we also talked about the Big C, and I feel better. I feel better being able to just sit down and talk like this with you guys. And if you want me to, you know, if you want, I can do this more often. I feel like that would be really nice if I did this more often. It's nice to be able to just talk and not worry about, you know, entertaining, right? This isn't a video for entertainment. This is just me touching base with you guys. How are you all doing, by the way? You know, tell me how you're doing in the comments. You know, what have you been doing to get through the big C? And do any of you have jobs? Do you have any, you know, questions, comments, concerns? You know, just, you know, leave a comment. And you don't have to. If you don't want to comment, you don't have to. It's just me, you know, opening up the conversation if you want to have it. And and if you don't want to talk on YouTube, you can always go on my Discord, because I'm there quite often. It's actually kind of quiet on my Discord. A lot of people don't talk that often, and if they do, sometimes they talk when I'm not there, and I'm like, hey, I missed out on a conversation. That sucks. One more thing. I'm debating on this one. I might want to open up my Minecraft server again a little bit more regularly, but the problem is I keep going between two thoughts. One is I do a Minecraft server where I don't interfere at all, and people just do whatever they want. Or I do one where I do some building, and they do some building, and I do my usual troll fest. You know, I love trolling people on my Minecraft server. It's fun. I get to be the server ghost. But I don't know. I've had trouble keeping a consistent Minecraft server because, number one, I don't have the time to keep it open, and number two, I keep resetting it. I do. I don't mean to, but I do. Anyway, thanks for listening to me babbling on, and if you sat through this entire video and you're not subscribed, what are you even doing here? Subscribe, please. And I will see you in the next video. I'm probably gonna do some more recording today, and that's that. Okay, bye-bye now.
Mm-hmm.